There's a lot of doom and gloom around climate change. Everything's going to end and it's going to be really terrible, and if you don't act now, there's a whole kind of fear about it. And it's true, the challenges that we face are enormous and they're important. But there's also a wonderful chance to find out what are the problems, but to take a step further. What are the solutions? What do we do about it? My name is Koko Warner. I work at the UN University Institute for Environment and Human Security. What we do here in Bonn, Germany is research what kinds of risks does climate change pose to human society and what kinds of factors matter in making society more resilient. United Nations University is part of a big universe of academics, and we're all trying to understand climate change and what it means for society. One of our research approaches is to go to the places where people live and talk directly to them. And they tell us their stories. They tell us what worries them, what opportunities they have, particularly what kind of risks they have to manage. Our role is to understand what are people doing now to manage climatic risks? What are they doing? What happens if what they're doing isn't enough to avoid negative consequences? And then we also ask people in the field, what would you need in order to improve your risk management?
After seeing the extensive damage caused by Hurricane Thomas in 2010, clearly more has to be done. Such was the thinking behind the development of what EC Global now officially calls its Livelihood Protection Policy. The product, after years of research and development, was designed to protect the livelihood of St. Lucians who are at risk of being negatively affected by heavy rainfall and high wind speed.
Small island states like St. Lucia have said, look, we're really concerned about climate change. It's affecting our people. We need some help. Could insurance be part of the solutions for some of the weather-related challenges that we're facing?
United Nations University is part of a big world of research. But something that's unique about us is that we do research, but our job is not just to do research and publish it and make sure that other scientists know about it, but to take that research and talk to governments and talk to practitioners who can actually do something about the problem. Sometimes it requires a reorganization of tools that we already have: early warning, insurance, things to improve food and livelihood security, launching of some new disaster risk management policies. We get to take the stories of the people that we've worked with in all of those communities worldwide and go back to their governments and say, this is what your people told us. This is the question. These are some of the parts of the solution that people think might help them. So what we'd like to do today is tell you about some of the evidence that we've gathered. So we go out, we do so much research, we teach a new generation of academics, we talk to policy and practice. We see people all over the world struggling every single year with bad weather, changing climate. It's a time of huge risk. But it's also a time of unprecedented opportunity. We have a chance now to innovate, to use tools in different ways, to think new thoughts and do things in new ways. Many people live today in places that may not be habitable in coming decades or coming centuries. What will we do? And now's the time to think about that and to find solutions, or at least start getting on the right path.